Hey everyone, it's Mrs. McAllister. So today you're going to start your final project where you're going to be creating a shape and connecting bars coming out of it. So sort of these rectangular bars in various positions that then connect other shapes. So we have a square that we started with. There's another square here. It's a rectangular shape here. Steps coming out of that. And basically expanding it more and more as you go. So first what you need to do is the vanishing point. Now the vanishing point is going to come down 2 inches from the top of the page. Okay, and put a little, actually, to get accurate measurement, it is best to do 2 inches on one side and 2 inches on the other side. And then connect that. And you want the horizon, so this is the horizon line. The horizon line should be relatively light because you're gonna erase that in the future. And then the vanishing points are technically the lines on either side of that horizon line. Okay, and then you're going to measure the center of your page. So this book is 9 by 12, 12 being the longer length. So that means I'm gonna measure 6 inches. And I'm going to start by creating a shape that should be at least 1 to 2 inches from the bottom of the page, especially since you might have steps coming off that. So you want to make sure you're giving yourself enough room. So I'm actually going to put mine 2 inches from the bottom, and it's 2 inches long. And do your best to make sure that line is straight. Okay, so now I'm going to make the actual shape. Now, I connect to the vanishing point, and really the lines connect all the way to the vanishing point. You might have noticed previously when I'm drawing something, I don't draw the whole line. That doesn't mean it's not going to the vanishing point. It still is directed directly to the vanishing point. It's just I'm saving myself the effort and messiness of erasing some of it. And I've been seeing people doing lines that are not going to the vanishing point and just drawing random lines, not paying any mind to the vanishing point. I have been doing this for a long time and know how to do it and connect it to the vanishing point and understand that it's still connected even if I erase it. You need to first be able to understand that before drawing partial lines. Otherwise, you get in the habit of not even connecting your lines to the vanishing point in the first place. And the whole thing is we're connecting everything to the vanishing points. All right, so all connected. This one, again, I didn't connect because I was showing you what I meant by that. All right, so now I'm going to actually make the shape. And notice how I take my ruler and I put it on another straight line and then move it over. So then I have things at the same angle, make sure all my lines are vertical. Oh, and I made it a little longer. Okay, now your first shape does not have to be a perfect rectangle or square as far as the sides being the same. So I'm actually gonna make it shorter on this side, longer on this side. And now remember, the top corner of your shape goes to the opposite vanishing point. So make sure you're connecting it to the right place. At this point, we did multiple practice ones. And of course, always make sure you're submitting your work for feedback so then I can correct you if I see that you're not doing it properly. Okay, and I did not draw the whole line connecting to the vanishing point. I drew it up until the point where it connects here because, again, then you're not having to erase those extra lines. But again, it still connects to the vanishing point, okay? So now you're gonna start thinking about what you need to create. You need multiple bars, you need multiple cutouts and steps. I'm actually gonna start with a bar. I'm going to make the bar come out of the top part here. I'm going to start it right there. So now for this bar, I'm going to connect it to the vanishing point where I put that little dot. Okay, and I'm going to make it kind of long. Now, when I end it, this top part goes to the opposite vanishing point, just like this part goes to the opposite vanishing point, because this line runs parallel to this line. Again, you're not copying exactly what I'm doing though. You're coming up with where you want to put your own bars. Okay. Now the question is, do I want it coming all the way down to the edge of the rectangle, or do I want to cut it off around here? And I think I want to cut it off around here. So that means I'll put a little dot where the end of my bar will be. And then this line will be a straight vertical line, just like this line. And bring it straight down here. Okay, now I'm going to erase some of these lines so we can start seeing what's happening here. Again, you first want to use those lines to draw everything accurately before you start erasing. And as you draw things, you can start erasing, but send or submit pictures without erasing first so I can see that you are doing it properly. All right, part of the requirement of this is that it matches up with the vanishing point. All right, and then you actually can erase this line too. Now the reason why I'm erasing this line and this line is because this is part of this shape. So it can be a continuous shape here and a continuous shape here. And now I'm going to do one more bar coming downward this way. And then next class we'll go over expanding those bars and doing cutouts. And again, I don't want to see you copying exactly what I'm doing. I want you to try and come up with your own designs. Okay, so I'm going to bring a vertical line down to extend this bar. And another vertical line, and this will be, remember, anything going up or down is straight vertical. Anything going side to side is either going to the right vanishing point or the left vanishing point. So now the side, this is going to have an inside part that runs parallel to this. So I'm going to have it come out. And then this goes this way to this vanishing point. And then you decide how wide you want that part to be. Remember, if it's super wide, it's going to be wider than the original bar in the first place. It can be more narrow. It can be wider. But if you make it wider, then you're going to need it to show up on the other side as well. I'm going to erase this. Now, this line would also get erased. This line would not, because this is a different surface. This part is the same surface, but this is a different surface. So that's how you start your shape. Center of the page, my page was 12 inches, so it was at 6 inches, you're putting a line. An inch or two from the bottom, leaving your some space at the bottom for a design. The horizon line's also 2 inches from the top. Vanishing point, vanishing point. Horizon line. Okay, and to start, you're just starting with a simple rectangle and some bars. You can make bars going in various directions. So we'll continue this the next video.